Are you unknowingly sabotaging your relationship? Shockingly, most men make these 7 devastating mistakes, killing the spark and pushing love away. From ignoring vulnerability to choking the romance with complacency, these pitfalls can turn a passionate connection into a silent battlefield. Don't let this be you. Discover the secrets to a thriving relationship and avoid these common traps that can leave you heartbroken and alone. Are you brave enough to face the truth? Number 1. Avoiding vulnerability at all costs. Let's kick things off with the big V, vulnerability. What's the usual perception? Men are expected to be these stoic, emotionless rocks, impervious to everything. Sounds familiar? Well, let's be real. That's not only outdated, but also incredibly dull. Who wants to connect with someone who's all walls and no windows? When we shy away from vulnerability, we're shutting the door to authentic connections. Here's the truth. Real relationships are built on moments when we allow ourselves to be seen, when we share our dreams, our fears, and yes, even those quirky, embarrassing stories that make us uniquely us. But so many men think, if I reveal my true self, they'll think I'm weak. Let me stop you right there. That's not just wrong. It's the opposite of reality. Being vulnerable isn't about weakness. It's about strength. It takes guts to drop the facade and let someone see the real you. Now, don't get me wrong. Vulnerability isn't about laying all your cards on the table during the first date. It's about slowly, gradually inviting someone into your world, piece by piece. How to avoid this mistake? The next time you feel yourself holding back, pause and dig deeper. Ask yourself, what's stopping you? Are you afraid they'll judge you? Worried about rejection? Here's the kicker. Everyone has insecurities. Everyone. When you take the lead and open up about yours, it creates a safe space for your partner to do the same. That's when the magic happens. That's the sweet spot where relationships thrive and deepen. So, take the leap. Share a little more and watch how it transforms the connection. Vulnerability isn't a risk, it's a superpower. Start practicing today by sharing one of your insecurities in your relationship. You might be surprised at how it deepens your connection. Number 2. Listening to reply, not to understand. I'll never forget this one time back in college. I was sitting with my then girlfriend, having what I thought was a meaningful conversation. She was opening up, sharing something deeply personal, and there I was, nodding along while mentally crafting the perfect response. When she finally paused, I jumped in with my brilliant advice, expecting gratitude. Instead, she let out a frustrated sigh and said, "I didn't need you to fix it. I just wanted you to listen." That moment hit me like a ton of bricks. You see, many of us men have this natural fixer instinct. Someone shares a problem, and boom, we're in problem-solving mode. And sure, there's a time and place for that. But in relationships, fixing isn't always what's needed. Often, it's about being there, being present, and truly understanding. How to avoid this mistake? The next time someone comes to you with a problem, resist the urge to immediately offer solutions. Instead, take a moment and ask, do you want me to help figure this out? Or do you just want me to listen? Here's the trick. Once they answer, follow through. If they just need you to listen, then really listen. Put away distractions, quiet that little voice in your head that's itching to speak, and focus entirely on what they're saying. Listen not just with your ears, but with your heart. Show them that you're present, engaged, and genuinely care. Looking back, my college mistake taught me an invaluable lesson, one I hope you can learn without the same awkward misstep. When you listen to understand rather than reply, it changes everything in a relationship. Next time someone shares their feelings with you, try this. Just listen. No advice, no interruptions. Just be there. You'll be amazed at how powerful that can be. Number 3. Putting your partner on a pedestal. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine you've just purchased your dream car, a sleek, vintage masterpiece that you've been longing for years. It's everything you imagined, shiny, flawless, and turns heads wherever it goes. Every time you see it, you feel a rush of pride. But instead of taking it out for a ride and experiencing the thrill of the open road, you decide to keep it locked away in the garage. You're terrified of it getting scratched, dinged, or losing that pristine condition. Over time, that incredible car becomes less about the joy of driving and more about the fear of damage. It's no longer a part of your journey, it's just a display piece. This is what happens when you put your partner on a pedestal. When you view them as this perfect, untouchable being, you strip away their ability to be authentically themselves. They're no longer allowed to have bad days, make mistakes, or simply be human without you feeling like the image you've built in your mind is shattered. And when those inevitable imperfections surface, it can feel as devastating as that first scratch on your dream car. How to avoid this mistake? Your partner isn't meant to be preserved in some idealized state, untouched by life's realities. Like that car, they're here to be part of your journey, through the smooth highways, the unexpected detours, and even the occasional pothole. Start appreciating them for who they truly are. Embrace their quirks, their flaws, and their humanity, because that's where the real beauty of a relationship lies. It's not in keeping them on a pedestal, but in walking side by side through life, sharing every moment, perfect or not. Take a moment today to acknowledge your partner for their real, unpolished self. Celebrate their imperfections and watch how it strengthens your bond. Number 4. Thinking. Silence is golden. Here's a classic mistake we've all made at some point, believing that staying silent about a problem will somehow make it disappear. You've probably thought, if I don't bring it up, it won't escalate. But let me tell you, silence doesn't solve problems, it amplifies them. Whether it's the fear of confrontation or the belief that talking will only stir the pot, we often convince ourselves that avoiding the issue is the safer route. The truth? It's not. Ignored problems don't dissolve. They linger, grow, and eventually erupt when you least expect it. In relationships, this avoidance can breed resentment, foster misunderstandings, and create a chasm between you and your partner. Those little annoyances you shrug off, they snowball into bigger issues that become harder to address over time. How to avoid this mistake? Make open communication a priority in your relationship. It's better to address concerns early, while they're still manageable, than to let them spiral into something much larger. Sure, it might feel awkward or even uncomfortable at first, especially if you're not used to these conversations. But like any skill, it gets easier with practice. When you do bring up issues, approach the conversation with care and an open mind. It's not about casting blame or proving a point. It's about finding a solution together. Create a safe space where both of you can share honestly without fear of judgment. One tip: incorporate regular check-ins into your relationship. Set aside time every week or month to talk about how things are going, both the good and the not so good. It's a simple habit that can make a huge difference in staying connected and avoiding unnecessary tension. Start today by addressing one small concern you've been holding back on. Remember, honest conversations are the foundation of a strong, lasting relationship. Number 5. Forgetting that small moments matter. A few years back, a close friend shared a realization that completely changed how he viewed his relationship. He told me about all the grand gestures he'd focused on: lavish anniversary dinners, extravagant getaways, and carefully planned surprises. But in chasing those big moments, he'd overlooked the smaller ones: lazy Sunday mornings with pancakes, goofy living room dance-offs, and quiet evenings on the porch, simply holding hands and watching the world go by. He confessed that those tiny, unscripted moments were what truly made his relationship special. Yet, caught up in life's fast pace and the pressure to go big, he had let them fade into the background. It's a trap many of us fall into. We're taught to believe that love needs to be loud and grand, that only the big gestures can convey how much we care. But in reality, it's often the quiet, everyday moments that matter most, the ones that happen naturally without fanfare. How to avoid this mistake? Stop reserving your expressions of love for anniversaries, birthdays, or other big events. Instead, celebrate the ordinary days. Love thrives in the little things, the moments that might seem small but are packed with meaning. It could be as simple as making your partner's favorite coffee in the morning, sneaking a sweet note into their bag, or curling up together for a cozy movie night. These gestures might not be flashy, but they build the foundation of connection and intimacy that keeps a relationship strong. Cherishing these small moments reminds you and your partner that love isn't just in the highlights, but in the everyday moments that make life together truly special. Number 6. Becoming complacent with time. We've all heard the story or maybe even lived it. As relationships grow older, the effort we put into them often diminishes. The excitement and spontaneity of the early days, the surprise gestures, the late-night conversations and the thrill of discovery can gradually give way to predictable routines and a sense of familiarity. Now, routines aren't the enemy here. They can provide comfort, stability, and a sense of home. But when that comfort turns into complacency, the relationship can start to feel stagnant, almost like it's running on autopilot. Think back to the beginning of your relationship. Remember how curious you were to know everything about your partner, how you wanted to be your best self for them, the effort you put into making them feel special. That energy doesn't have to fade with time, it just needs to evolve, and it's easy to fall into a trap of thinking you know everything about your partner, that there's nothing new to learn. But the truth is, people change. They grow, adapt, and develop new interests and dreams. A thriving relationship keeps pace with those changes, staying curious and engaged. How to avoid this mistake? Commit to a mindset of lifelong learning, not just about the world, but about each other. Make it a priority to grow together and to keep discovering new facets of your partner and your relationship. One simple but effective practice? Regularly schedule date nights, no matter how long you've been together. These don't have to be elaborate or expensive. What matters is the intentional time spent together. Try new activities as a couple, whether it's taking a cooking class, exploring a new hiking trail, or picking up a hobby you can enjoy side by side. Shared experiences are the fuel that reignite the spark, bringing back that sense of excitement and connection. And don't forget to take moments to reflect on what brought you together in the first place. Remind yourself and each other of the reasons you fell in love and actively find ways to nurture and deepen that bond as the years go by. Number 7. Neglecting self-improvement. One common mistake many men make in relationships is forgetting the importance of self-growth. It's easy to think that once you're in a stable relationship, the hard work is done. But relationships aren't just about what you give to your partner, they're also about how you continue to grow as an individual. When you stop investing in yourself, whether it's your health, your passions, or your personal goals, it can lead to a sense of stagnation, not just for you, but for the relationship as well. Neglecting self-improvement can make your partner feel like you're not bringing your best self to the table anymore, which can slowly chip away at the connection. How to avoid this mistake? Stay committed to your own growth and development. Pursue your hobbies, invest in your physical and mental health, and set personal goals that excite you. This doesn't mean prioritizing yourself over your partner, but rather understanding that being the best version of yourself benefits both of you. When you focus on improving yourself, you not only feel more confident and fulfilled, but you also bring fresh energy and perspectives into the relationship. Plus, seeing you strive for growth can inspire your partner to do the same, creating a dynamic where you both evolve together. Ask yourself today, what's one thing you can do to better yourself, not just for you, but for your relationship? Start small and watch how it transforms both your life and your love. Relationships are a journey, not a finish line. They thrive on consistent effort, honest communication, and a deep appreciation for both the big milestones and the small everyday moments. Avoiding common pitfalls and staying intentional about your connection can make all the difference. It's not about being perfect, it's about being present. Keep the spark alive by embracing growth, cherishing the little things, and creating a partnership that's as genuine as it is enduring. No woman can ignore these 7 good morning texts. Building a strong relationship starts with avoiding common mistakes, but it's the small, thoughtful gestures, like the perfect good morning text, that truly set you apart and keep her intrigued. The first message. The mystery. Have you ever wondered what makes a woman think about you all day after just one good morning text? It's not about sending the overused good morning message that every other guy sends. It's about creating a moment she can't forget. The secret? Mystery. It taps into a primal human emotion, curiosity. Imagine starting her day with something like, "Good morning. You won't believe the dream I had about you last night." Instantly, her mind starts turning, wondering what you're thinking. You've created a mental loop and now she's intrigued. A stoic approach adds a layer of finesse here, balancing emotional control with just enough intrigue to catch her attention without overdoing it. As the philosopher Seneca wisely observed, it is the power of the mind to be unconquerable. High-value men understand this balance. They know that sparking curiosity isn't manipulation, it's building connection through thoughtful communication. Picture this. In a world filled with constant noise and endless distractions, the man who cultivates an air of mystery stands out. He's a refreshing change from the oversharers. Think about it. When was the last time someone captivated you by telling you everything up front? Probably never. People, especially women, love a good puzzle. By maintaining just the right amount of mystery, you'll stay in her thoughts, even when you're not around. Look at social media for a modern example. The people who post every detail of their lives often fade into the background. Meanwhile, those who share just enough to stir curiosity grab attention. Romantic relationships work the same way. Modern stoicism in relationships means taking measured steps, sharing enough to connect while leaving room for intrigue. So, the next time you send a good morning text, add a hint of mystery. Ask yourself, how can I build anticipation without giving away too much? Master this art, and you're not just sending a text, you're leaving an impression she won't forget. That's the mark of a high-value man. The second message is about touching hearts. A good morning text isn't just a greeting, it's an opportunity to forge an emotional connection that women find irresistible. Instead of sending a routine, "good morning," think about crafting a message that shows genuine care and thoughtfulness. Women, being naturally emotionally attuned, value connection above all else. Showing interest in what matters to her sets you apart as a high-value man. Imagine waking up to a message like this. "Good morning. I hope today brings you closer to your dreams. What are you working on right now that excites you?" This goes beyond a simple greeting. It opens the door to meaningful dialogue. It's about her passions, her goals, her inner world. It's a level of depth most men overlook, but one that creates a bond far beyond surface-level interactions. A friend of mine who embodies Stoic principles discovered this the hard way. He used to focus on impressing women with compliments and stories about his achievements, thinking it would win their admiration. But nothing changed until he began asking them about their dreams, their emotions, and their challenges. That small shift made all the difference. Suddenly, women who once seemed distant were eager to engage because they felt understood, seen, and valued. This is the essence of purposeful communication. It's not about overwhelming her with attention, but about showing her you're present and genuinely interested. One thoughtful question can spark a deeper connection, transforming a mundane text into something meaningful. It's the same Stoic principle of focusing on what truly matters: connection, understanding, and authenticity. So, before sending your next morning text, ask yourself, what feeling do you want to evoke? What impression do you hope to leave? Winning her heart isn't about extravagant gestures, it's about thoughtful, consistent actions that show you see her for who she truly is. If this resonates with you, comment below, "I am ready, I am a high-value man." And don't stop here, give us a like and subscribe to our channel. Up next, we're diving into the secrets women adore. Let's uncover them together. Stay tuned. The third good morning text ignites her imagination. The third good morning text goes beyond pleasantries. It sparks her imagination and stimulates her mind, opening the door to boundless possibilities. Relationships aren't just about physical attraction. They thrive on mental stimulation, and this type of message excels in fostering that deeper connection. Consider sending something like, "Good morning. If you could be anywhere in the world right now, where would you be?" At first glance, it seems simple, but this question transcends casual small talk. It invites her to reflect on her dreams and desires, subtly tying those thoughts to you. With this text, you're not just starting a conversation, you're taking her on a mental journey. This kind of open-ended question creates space for personal sharing, often revealing her hidden aspirations and ambitions. These insights can become the foundation for profound future conversations, strengthening your emotional bond. How often do people take the time to genuinely ask about someone's dreams? Rarely. That's why this text stands out. It shows thoughtfulness, curiosity, and a desire to connect beyond the surface. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." By prompting her to envision serene landscapes, exotic locales, or places of personal significance, you inspire happiness and creativity. And as she pictures these meaningful destinations, she begins associating those positive feelings with you. Together, you're creating a shared sense of adventure, even if it's just through words. This subtle yet powerful approach draws from Stoic philosophy, which reminds us that relationships are built on meaningful shared experiences, whether they're tangible or imagined. By helping her explore her inner world, you're demonstrating emotional depth, intellectual curiosity, and genuine care. These are hallmarks of a high-value man. Ask yourself, what kind of conversation do you want to create with your messages? What untapped dreams, memories, or goals could surface when you encourage her to think beyond the mundane? With this simple but thoughtful approach, you're not just texting, you're showing her that she's seen, valued, and understood. Why does this work? Because it elevates your text from routine to transformative. Stoicism teaches that true attraction lies in the mind, not just in the physical, and this type of message embodies that principle. You're not trying to manipulate her emotions, you're creating a genuine bond rooted in curiosity and shared vision. The next time you send a good morning message, challenge yourself to spark her imagination. Guide her thoughts towards something reflective or exciting, and watch how it deepens your connection. Because with the right words, you're not just saying good morning, you're crafting a moment she won't forget. The fourth message designed to evoke wonder. The fourth message is a powerful way to deepen emotional and intellectual connection. A simple but intriguing text like, "Good morning. Something remarkable occurred last night that made me think of you. I'll share later," plants a seed of curiosity that grows throughout her day. This isn't just a message, it's an invitation to anticipate, to imagine, and to feel a heightened sense of interest. Why does this approach work so well? It's rooted in human psychology. Curiosity is a compelling force. When you leave an open loop, the mind naturally gravitates toward closure, replaying the possibilities over and over. In this case, her thoughts will circle back to you repeatedly, strengthening your presence in her mind. You're not just texting her, you're creating a moment of intrigue that stands out in a world dominated by routine messages. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher, insightfully remarked, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." By sparking her wonder, you're painting her thoughts with anticipation and excitement. This isn't about manipulation or playing games. Instead, it's about enriching the connection by offering an emotional experience, one that balances mystery with genuine thoughtfulness. Amid today's superficial and predictable interactions, this kind of message rises above the noise, demonstrating intentionality and impact. Mystery and excitement are often underestimated in modern communication, yet they are foundational to maintaining interest and building rapport. By crafting a message that promises but delays a reveal, you add depth to your interactions, making them memorable. This aligns perfectly with the principles of modern Stoicism, which emphasize intentionality, presence, and emotional composure. When you send this kind of message, you're not merely saying good morning. You're creating a narrative that enriches her day. This approach also subtly communicates that you're a man of value. You're showing that you think carefully about what you say and that your words are worth waiting for. It sets you apart, signaling that you're intentional in how you interact, a quality that resonates deeply in meaningful relationships. Consider how much more engaging this is compared to the standard, "Good morning, how are you?" It's not just about the words, it's about the thought behind them. You're making her wonder, what happened? What does he want to share with me? That kind of emotional engagement isn't easily forgotten, and it fosters a sense of excitement and closeness that strengthens your connection. To leave a lasting impression, aim to transcend the predictable. Your message can create an emotional experience that builds anticipation and keeps you in her thoughts long after she reads it. It's these small, thoughtful gestures that set the tone for deeper connections and meaningful interactions. So, Did you find this perspective enlightening? What are your favorite quotes or thoughts that resonate with you about connection and anticipation? Share them in the comments. Your insights might inspire others to elevate their communication as well. A powerful tool for a high-value man with a stoic mindset is evoking emotion through carefully crafted messages. The fifth message is about reliving memories. This is not just a simple greeting, but an intentional act of rekindling shared experiences that make your bond unique. Imagine sending a message like, "Good morning. I was just reminiscing about our day at the park. It was truly special. Shall we recreate that experience sometime?" This does more than recall a pleasant memory. It reignites the associated emotions, joy, fun, and intimacy, making the moment come alive again in her mind. Nostalgia is a potent tool for connection. When you remind her of a meaningful moment you shared, you're not just recalling the past, you're linking it to the present and future. This creates a bridge between the emotions she felt then and the potential for more of those moments with you. By tapping into these positive feelings, you cultivate closeness and comfort, naturally making her crave more shared experiences. This approach is far from manipulation. It's emotional intelligence at its best. High-value men understand that building lasting impressions isn't about grand gestures, but meaningful interactions. Highlighting shared memories shows her you value your time together and pay attention to the details that matter. It's a subtle yet profound way to stand out in a world where most communication is surface level and forgettable. Reflecting on the past offers a rare opportunity to slow down in today's fast-paced world. Your message becomes an invitation to pause and savor a moment, bringing warmth to her day. This act of mindfulness not only makes her feel seen and appreciated, but also sets the stage for creating more memorable moments in the future. It's a way of saying, "I value what we've shared and look forward to building more together." Ask yourself, when was the last time you reminded her why she enjoys your company? Relationships thrive on these small yet significant reminders. By taking the time to reflect on and acknowledge special moments, you're showing her that your connection isn't built on superficiality. It's grounded in shared experiences and genuine emotion. Crafting such messages also reinforces the idea that meaningful connections require intention. You're not just another text in her inbox. You're someone who brings depth and thoughtfulness to the conversation. These are the traits of a man who leaves a lasting impression, someone who understands that relationships are built on moments that evoke deep feelings and create enduring bonds. So, what are your thoughts on this concept? Is it effective in creating meaningful connections? If so, share your thoughts in the comments or simply reply with, "Very good." Your feedback is invaluable, as it inspires others to take the time to savor and reflect on the moments that truly matter. Remember, relationships thrive when we remind the people we care about why they matter to us. Start with one message and watch the connection grow. Here's a potent way to start her day. The sixth good morning message centered around subtle, sincere compliments. A well-crafted compliment is irresistible, but its true power lies in its genuineness and depth. Many settle for generic flattery, assuming it's enough to capture attention. However, a high-value man knows that meaningful compliments go beyond the surface. Consider this example. "Good morning. You know what I admire most about you? Your laugh. It brightens any room." This simple message stands out because it highlights something specific and heartfelt, demonstrating attentiveness and emotional awareness. The effectiveness of this approach lies in its authenticity. Stoic principles teach us to find value in the small, often overlooked details of life and relationships. As Epictetus wisely observed, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Truly listening and observing her unique qualities, like the joy her laughter brings, signals that you see and value her essence. This isn't just about noticing her physical beauty or offering empty praise, it's about connecting to something real and meaningful.
Hi.
When did you last take a moment to appreciate something truly unique about someone you care for? A sincere compliment is not mere flattery, it's a reflection of mindfulness and presence. By noticing and articulating what makes her special, you're not only strengthening your bond, but also showing her that she's genuinely seen and appreciated. This type of communication fosters emotional safety and trust, essential ingredients for a lasting connection. Stoicism reminds us that mindfulness and awareness are vital to building meaningful relationships. It challenges us to pay attention to the defining details in others, those small, significant traits that often go unnoticed in a fast-paced, superficial world. By doing so, you differentiate yourself as someone who values depth and authenticity. You become someone who doesn't just send a message, but leaves a lasting impression. So, when crafting your next good morning message, pause and think, what unique quality can I highlight today? How can I make her feel truly seen and valued? A thoughtful compliment, delivered with intention, not only brightens her day but also deepens your connection. In a world where many fail to look beyond the surface, be the person who notices and celebrates what makes her extraordinary. Your seventh message should incorporate humor. Starting her day with a smile creates a playful atmosphere, while subtly conveying that you, as a high-value man, maintain a light-hearted perspective. Humor is a potent relational tool, demonstrating that despite your stoic mindset, you're not inflexible or overly serious. A simple message like, "Good morning, I had the wildest dream last night. I was a superhero, and guess who I rescued?" accomplishes two things. First, it immediately piques her interest, making her wonder about the dream's details, which is precisely your intent. Second, it establishes a positive, fun-loving association from the start of her day. These qualities appeal to women seeking high-value men, those who handle challenges gracefully while also bringing joy. Consider modern dating, where initial conversations often involve formalities and superficialities. A humorous good morning text disrupts this pattern. I know someone who, despite long hours in a demanding job, consistently sent his girlfriend witty, playful, even slightly absurd morning messages. The effect was consistent: laughter, eager replies, and a strong bond maintained despite busy schedules. It wasn't just the words, but the act of standing out. While others sent generic greetings, he created a spark, a memorable moment. He understood that while seriousness is important, lightness and humor are attractive qualities. It made her anticipate his messages, and that's the key. When did you last make someone laugh with a few words? Humor isn't about being funny for its own sake. It's about connection and easing tension. Making someone smile, especially in the morning, links you to positive feelings. For a high-value man with a stoic mindset, this becomes strategic. Balance. You balance strength with humor, seriousness with levity, and wisdom with playfulness. A woman who starts her day laughing because of you experiences positive emotions linked to you. You become the source of her improved mood, the man who handles life's gravity while appreciating its lighter side. Are you effectively incorporating humor, or are your messages too direct and uninspired? Women gravitate towards men who engage their emotions, and humor provides direct access. It encourages relaxation, deeper conversation, and an environment where she feels comfortable being herself. It's not just about laughter, it's about portraying yourself as someone who navigates life with both seriousness and joy, the essence of the stoic mindset, understanding challenges while appreciating levity. When crafting your next good morning text, consider how to be memorable. Be the man who effortlessly makes her smile, whose messages she anticipates because they're not routine but a highlight of her day. The key isn't just any funny message, but using humor intentionally, understanding its role in your approach as a high-value man, and leveraging it to deepen connections. Do you concur? If so, comment, "Yes, I agree." If not, comment, "I don't think so." I welcome your perspective. Let me emphasize, a potent motivational message can make a significant impact. It's not simply about saying good morning, it's about demonstrating genuine care for her well-being, growth, and accomplishments. Imagine her starting her day with, "Good morning. Remember, action is the only thing separating you from your dreams today. Make it happen." This transcends a mere greeting. It's a call to action, reminding her of her power to overcome any obstacle. This message provides support, encouragement, and empowerment. Marcus Aurelius stated, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This text promotes a positive, action-oriented mindset. This matters because high-value men understand that supporting a woman involves contributing to her success, not just her emotional well-being. Imagine her realizing that you're invested in her achievements every morning. You demonstrate care for her journey, not just her presence in your life. That's the true power. How many others offer this level of support? Likely very few. This message sets you apart and subtly emphasizes your value. High-value men don't just take, they contribute and inspire, securing their position as essential. Here's where Stoic principles apply. Stoicism teaches that a fulfilling life requires wisdom and assistance to others. Seneca wisely noted, "While we teach, we learn." By motivating her, you reinforce your own growth mindset. Ask yourself, would you prefer empty platitudes or genuine encouragement? Consider her reaction upon reading that text. This exemplifies a high-value man, one who lives confidently and purposefully while elevating others. This perfectly illustrates applied Stoicism, embodying Stoic virtues through wisdom, generosity, and action. How will you utilize this approach? Are you ready to make a lasting, profound impact? Let me assure you that kind of impact is unforgettable. Envision receiving a message that not only greets you, but also resonates deeply. For high-value men, a good morning text isn't routine. It's a subtle way to demonstrate thoughtfulness and attention to detail. Consider this. Good morning. I've noticed your hard work recently, and I sincerely hope you find time for relaxation and rejuvenation today. You deserve it. This acknowledges not just her morning, but her as a person. This message speaks volumes, showing you're attuned to her emotions and experiences. Stoic principles encourage presence in relationships, nurturing trust and connection through observation and action. Seneca's words, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality," highlight the importance of supporting others, reminding them to practice self-care and avoid being burdened by unnecessary worries. This message subtly encourages her to pause, breathe, and find balance, something often overlooked in our hectic lives. Imagine how this small act of mindfulness strengthens your connection. Have you considered the impact of a simple, caring message? It reminds her that someone is thinking of her and, as a high-value man, that you're providing ongoing support. Stoicism teaches that even small actions hold significant relational weight. In a world focused on grand gestures, true value lies in consistent, quiet acts of caring. By incorporating mindfulness into your communication, you're building a foundation of trust and respect, essential elements of any strong relationship. Stoicism is about intentional living, including in matters of love. Sparking interest and attraction hinges on the often underutilized tool of the good morning text. Done effectively, it sets a positive tone and leaves a lasting impression. However, it requires finesse to craft messages that resonate deeply, creating genuine excitement and intrigue. Good morning. I'm planning a surprise for you. I can't wait for your reaction. This isn't just a greeting. It combines anticipation, mystery, and promise, essential for maintaining her engagement. Marcus Aurelius noted, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This holds true here. By planting a seed of curiosity, you influence her emotional state, maintaining connection through her positive anticipation. This is Stoic principle applied to modern romance, mastering your actions to inspire desired reactions without manipulation. The power lies in subtlety. You're not overwhelming her, you're engaging her imagination, giving her something to anticipate. This is particularly effective in our distraction-filled world. A well-crafted good morning message stands out because it's thoughtful and intentional. Authenticity is paramount. The message's power isn't in the words, but the sincerity behind them. Epictetus advised, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." Apply this to interactions. Send messages from genuine care, not just for the sake of it. Sincerity is key to attraction. Women easily detect forced or insincere gestures, which is where many men fail. They send thoughtless messages hoping for automatic results. Stoicism promotes deliberate, intentional action. It's not just what you say, but when. Timing is crucial. Repetitive messages breed monotony, which extinguishes excitement. Vary your approach. Alternate playful, light-hearted texts with sincere, heartfelt ones. This unpredictability maintains engagement without causing insecurity. Modern Stoicism emphasizes balance. Avoid excessive attention. absence creates value. Seneca observed, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Use your time wisely, allowing silences to build tension. Over-availability diminishes excitement. Stoic happiness is about inner contentment, knowing your self-worth isn't externally validated. However, tread carefully between intrigue and manipulation. Aim for curiosity, not anxiety, excitement, not uncertainty. Let respect guide your words. The goal is connection through mutual enjoyment, not manipulation. Every message should reflect this. This aligns with Stoic principles. Control what you can, your actions, words, and release the rest. Her reaction is beyond your control. Consistency and adaptability are key. Marcus Aurelius taught, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." These messages transcend mere greetings. They build a foundation for meaningful connection. They demonstrate care, thoughtfulness, and an understanding of subtle communication. Yet, they are just the start. True attraction extends beyond superficial exchanges. These texts are merely gateways. What sustains her interest is your overall demeanor, confidence, self-respect, and groundedness. Stoicism, emphasizing inner strength and resilience, teaches that true power comes from self-mastery, not controlling others. Share your experiences. Which message resonates most with your desired partner? Sharing in the comments can help others navigating similar situations. Progress, not perfection, is the goal. Practice enhances naturalness. If this content resonated, like and subscribe for future relationship-enhancing strategies. The journey to becoming a high-value man is ongoing, and every step, guided by Stoic wisdom, brings you closer to your ideal self. There you have it. 7 compelling good morning texts. These messages convey value, confidence, and character. They brighten her day and remind her of your worth. High-value men attract, not chase, through intentionality, thoughtfulness, and self-possession. If this video proved helpful, like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content. Activate notifications for upcoming videos. We're here to guide you on your journey to becoming a high-value man. Now we will explore: why do women like men to text them in the morning? Why does texting in the morning impress her? Morning texts have a unique charm that makes them stand out in the world of communication, especially when it comes to romantic relationships. While texting in general is an essential part of modern relationships, the timing and content of a message can make all the difference. A well-thought-out good morning text goes beyond mere words on a screen. It symbolizes care, thoughtfulness, and effort. For women, receiving a text first thing in the morning can set the tone for their entire day, leaving them feeling valued, special, and connected to the sender. But why exactly do women appreciate these messages so much? And what is it about a morning text that can leave such a lasting impression? Let's explore these questions in detail. Morning texts show she's on your mind. One of the primary reasons women enjoy morning texts is the emotional significance behind them. Sending a text in the morning shows that she is one of the first things on your mind as you start your day. In a world full of distractions and busy schedules, knowing that someone took the time to think about her before anything else can make her feel cherished. It's a simple yet powerful way to communicate that she holds a special place in your life. For many women, being thought of early in the day carries emotional weight because it signals priority. Morning texts aren't just about saying hello, they're about expressing interest and making her feel like an integral part of your life. When a man takes the initiative to reach out in the morning, it subtly communicates, "You matter to me." This thoughtful gesture often resonates deeply with women, reinforcing the connection and keeping the relationship warm and engaging. Sets a positive tone for the day. The morning is a fresh start, a time when people often set their intentions and mindset for the day ahead. A kind, sweet, or thoughtful message from someone she cares about can uplift her mood and fill her with positivity. Receiving a heartfelt good morning text can act as an emotional boost, helping her face the challenges of the day with a smile. For example, a message like, "Good morning, I hope today brings you lots of joy and success. You've got this," not only shows thoughtfulness, but also encourages her to approach her day with confidence. These messages can act as a virtual hug, reminding her that she's supported and cared for even when you're not physically present. Demonstrates effort and thoughtfulness. Effort is one of the cornerstones of a successful relationship, and morning texts are a small yet meaningful way to demonstrate it. Women appreciate when men put effort into maintaining the connection, and texting in the morning is an easy yet effective way to do so. It shows that you're willing to go the extra mile to communicate, even during the busiest parts of your day. Unlike evening texts, which may come after the day's activities, morning texts require intentionality. You're taking a moment before the chaos of the day begins to let her know she's important to you. This effort doesn't go unnoticed. It speaks volumes about your priorities and your willingness to nurture the relationship. Builds emotional intimacy. Texting in the morning can also serve as a way to build emotional intimacy. When a man sends a thoughtful or personal message, it creates a small but significant moment of connection. Over time, these moments add up, fostering a deeper emotional bond. For instance, sharing something personal or meaningful in a morning text, such as a fond memory, an inside joke, or a sweet compliment, can make her feel closer to you. A message like, "Good morning, I woke up thinking about our walk last weekend. Can't wait to do it again soon," ties your message to shared experiences, reinforcing the emotional connection. Signals stability and reliability. Consistency is attractive, and morning texts are a way to demonstrate it. When you regularly text her in the morning, it sends the message that you're dependable and stable, qualities many women value in a partner. This consistency reassures her that you're genuinely invested in the relationship and willing to make her a part of your daily routine. Morning texts also create a sense of predictability in a positive way. She knows she can look forward to hearing from you, which fosters a sense of emotional security. This stability can be particularly meaningful in the early stages of a relationship, when trust and connection are still being built. Creates anticipation and excitement. A good morning text can also create a sense of anticipation and excitement for the day ahead. When a man takes the time to send a thoughtful message, it can spark feelings of happiness and curiosity about what else the day might hold. Women often interpret these texts as an indication that you're interested in maintaining a connection and that you value communication. The right kind of morning text can also leave her eager to reply and continue the conversation, setting the stage for further interactions throughout the day. A playful or intriguing message like, "Good morning, I had the most random thought about us last night, I'll tell you later," adds an element of mystery and keeps her engaged, making the interaction even more memorable. Symbolizes effortless romance. Romance doesn't always require grand gestures. Sometimes it's the little things that leave the biggest impression. A thoughtful morning text is a subtle yet romantic gesture that can make a woman feel appreciated. It's a way of saying, "I care about you," without needing an elaborate plan or expensive gift. Messages that include subtle compliments, sweet sentiments, or playful banter add a touch of romance to her day. For example, a text like, "Good morning, sunshine. I hope your day is as beautiful as you are," might be simple, but it carries a sense of charm and affection that can brighten her mood. Shows confidence and initiative. Taking the initiative to text first thing in the morning also demonstrates confidence. It shows that you're not afraid to express your feelings and take the lead in communication. Women often find this quality attractive because it reflects emotional maturity and a willingness to put effort into the relationship. Texting in the morning sends a clear signal that you're interested and invested. It removes ambiguity and sets a positive tone for the relationship, helping to build trust and emotional closeness. This confidence can be especially appealing, as it aligns with traits women often look for in a partner, such as decisiveness and reliability. Acknowledges her presence in your life. A morning text is a simple way to acknowledge her presence in your life. It tells her that she matters to you, and that you're thinking of her even during the quieter moments of your day. For many women, this recognition can feel incredibly validating and meaningful. For instance, a message like, "Good morning, just wanted to say I'm grateful to have you in my life," is a small but heartfelt reminder of her importance to you. These messages don't need to be long or elaborate to leave a lasting impact. Their value lies in their sincerity and thoughtfulness. Breaks the monotony of routine. In a world where daily routines can often feel monotonous, a morning text can be a welcome change. It's a small moment of connection that interrupts the usual flow of the day, making life feel a little brighter and more exciting. Women appreciate these thoughtful gestures because they show that you're actively thinking about ways to bring positivity into their lives. This is particularly impactful during stressful or busy periods. A simple message like, "Good morning, I hope today isn't too hectic for you. Remember, you've got this," can be a source of encouragement and support, making her day feel a little lighter and more manageable. Why it impresses her. Texting in the morning impresses women because it reflects qualities that are universally attractive: thoughtfulness, consistency, effort, and emotional intelligence. It's not just about the act of sending a text, it's about what that act symbolizes. A morning text shows that you're attentive, considerate, and willing to put in the effort to maintain a meaningful connection. In many ways, a morning text is a small yet powerful form of emotional investment. It demonstrates that you're not taking the relationship for granted and that you're willing to nurture it through consistent and thoughtful communication. For women, this kind of attention can be incredibly affirming and attractive, reinforcing the emotional bond and leaving a lasting impression. Women appreciate morning texts because they're more than just a greeting. They're a gesture of care, thoughtfulness, and connection. These messages set the tone for the day, build emotional intimacy, and demonstrate effort and consistency. They make her feel valued and appreciated, showing her that she's a priority in your life. By sending a morning text, you're not only brightening her day, but also strengthening your relationship in meaningful ways. Whether it's a sweet compliment, an encouraging message, or a playful note, the thoughtfulness behind a morning text can leave a lasting impression, making her feel special and connected to you. In a world where communication is often rushed or impersonal, a simple good morning can go a long way in showing her that you care. 13. Psychological tricks to get girls to chase you. Number 1. Elevate your hygiene, the foundation of attraction. Picture this: stepping onto a battlefield with broken armor and a dull sword. Victory would be impossible, right? The same principle applies to dating. Showing up without impeccable hygiene is setting yourself up for defeat. Attraction starts with the basics, presenting yourself as clean, fresh, and respectable. Good hygiene isn't just about appearances. It reflects self-respect and care for those around you, forming the bedrock of true attraction. Showering isn't just a rinse-and-go routine, it's a ritual of renewal. It's about scrubbing away the day's grime and stepping out refreshed and ready. Use a high-quality body wash, lather thoroughly, and don't skimp on reaching every part of your body. Take your time. This isn't about obsession, it's about attention to detail. Hair care is just as essential. Shampoo regularly with a product suited to your hair type, leaving it clean and vibrant. Condition when needed for softness and manageability. A good hair day boosts not only your appearance, but also your confidence. Once out of the shower, dry yourself completely, yes, completely. Dampness leads to bacteria and unpleasant odors. Pay attention to often overlooked areas like underarms and between toes. Then, apply a deodorant or antiperspirant that complements your natural scent for long-lasting freshness. Slip into clean clothes that fit well and flatter your body type. Freshly laundered attire isn't just comfortable, it conveys that you're thoughtful and put together. Dressing well is a form of self-expression, and the right outfit can elevate your overall appeal. Now, the finishing touch: fragrance. A well-chosen cologne can transform how others perceive you, but remember, subtlety is key. A spritz on your wrists and another near your neckline is enough. The scent should blend with your natural aroma, enhancing rather than overpowering it. The goal is to leave a lasting impression, not to overwhelm. Think about how you're drawn to someone who smells good. It's primal, instinctual, and immediate. Good hygiene and a subtle, alluring scent make you more approachable and likable in all interactions, not just romantic ones. Imagine stepping into a date impeccably prepared, dressed sharply, smelling divine, and radiating confidence. It's not just about looking good, it's about showing you care, that you value yourself and the person you're with. This attention to detail is far more attractive than any fleeting physical trait. Good hygiene isn't vanity, it's self-respect. It's your daily armor, preparing you to face life's challenges with confidence and grace. By mastering this foundation, You're setting yourself up not just for success in dating, but for every area of your life. Number 2, turn the tables, the power of the friend zone. The friend zone is often dreaded as a place of unrequited feelings and shattered hopes, but what if you could flip the script and use it to your advantage? When approached with intention, the friend zone becomes a powerful strategy to ignite curiosity, build desire, and position yourself as someone worth pursuing. Imagine meeting a woman who captivates you. Instead of rushing to declare your feelings or shower her with romantic attention, you take a step back. You focus on building a genuine friendship, filled with shared laughter, engaging conversations, and mutual respect. This subtle shift creates an aura of mystery. She begins to wonder, is he just a great friend, or is there something more? That ambiguity is where the magic happens. This strategy taps into the principle of scarcity. When something is readily available, its value diminishes. On the other hand, when something feels just out of reach, it becomes infinitely more desirable. This isn't about playing games, it's about understanding human nature. Haven't you noticed how the thrill of the chase often amplifies attraction? The unknown, the challenge, the intrigue, these are powerful tools for building connection. By holding back on overt romantic gestures, you send a clear message. You're not desperate for her attention. You exude self-confidence and emotional control, qualities that are irresistibly magnetic. As Seneca wisely observed, it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. Your ability to remain grounded and secure in your value makes you stand out. This approach also allows the relationship to develop organically. By starting as friends, you both get to truly know each other. She sees your authentic character, your values, your passions, and your strengths, while you gain insight into her world, her dreams, and her personality. This deeper understanding lays the groundwork for a connection that's meaningful and enduring, rather than superficial and fleeting. Picture this. After spending a day filled with laughter and meaningful conversation, you end with a warm, friendly hug instead of a romantic gesture. She leaves wondering, why didn't he make a move? Does he see me as just a friend? Or is there more to him than meets the eye? This lingering curiosity can spark a shift in how she sees you, planting the seeds of attraction. This isn't manipulation, it's about shifting the dynamic to create mutual interest and respect. By showing that you value the relationship beyond a romantic lens, you demonstrate emotional intelligence and discernment. You're not just another guy vying for her attention, you're someone who sees the bigger picture, prioritizing a meaningful connection over instant gratification. When you reverse the traditional dating narrative, you empower yourself and invite her to become an active participant in the relationship. She starts to see you as a man of substance, someone worth pursuing. This balance creates a foundation for a stronger, healthier connection, one built on mutual admiration and shared experiences. By turning the tables, you transform the friend zone from a dead end into a strategic advantage, leading to a more fulfilling and balanced relationship dynamic. Number 3. Spark her smile, make her laughter, win her heart. Laughter is a potent elixir in the realm of attraction. It's a universal language that transcends cultural barriers, connecting people on a visceral level. Making a woman laugh is not just about telling jokes. It's about creating shared moments of joy, demonstrating your wit and intelligence, and fostering a sense of ease and comfort. Many men underestimate their comedic potential, believing they lack the inherent ability to make others laugh. However, humor is a skill that can be honed through practice. Embrace the initial awkwardness of telling an unfunny joke. It's a stepping stone to developing your comedic timing and confidence. The more you try, the better you'll become. Women are drawn to men who can make them laugh. It signals intelligence, confidence, and a light-hearted approach to life. Imagine a date filled with genuine laughter. It not only breaks the ice, but creates a memorable, enjoyable experience that strengthens the connection between you. Pay attention to her eyes when she laughs. If they flicker towards you, it suggests a subconscious attraction. Laughter is a powerful indicator of interest, revealing a genuine connection beyond polite pleasantries. One effective technique is the question game. Ask playful, open-ended questions that encourage amusing responses and light-hearted banter. For instance, if you could have any superpower, what would it be and why? Or, what's the funniest thing that's happened to you recently? These questions not only elicit laughter, but also create opportunities for deeper conversations and shared stories. This skill transcends the realm of romantic pursuits. Making others laugh, regardless of gender, enhances your social standing and makes you more likable. Think about the times you've shared hearty laughter with friends. Remember that sense of camaraderie, that feeling of connection and belonging. Laughter is a social lubricant, easing interactions and creating lasting memories. Self-deprecating humor, when used sparingly, can also be effective. Making light of your own flaws demonstrates confidence and a lack of self-seriousness. However, avoid excessive self-deprecation, which can be perceived as insecurity. Storytelling is another powerful tool. Anecdotes from your life, especially those with humorous elements, can be incredibly engaging. People connect with stories because they offer a glimpse into your personality and experiences. Embrace situational humor, observe your surroundings and make light-hearted comments about amusing incidents. This demonstrates wit and quick thinking, qualities that women find attractive. Repetition can create inside jokes, strengthening the bond between you. If she found something particularly funny, subtly reference it later in the conversation to rekindle the laughter. Remember, humor should always be respectful and considerate. Avoid jokes that could be offensive or hurtful. The goal is to make her feel good, not uncomfortable or embarrassed. Humor is a potent tool in the arsenal of attraction. It can break down barriers, create lasting connections, and enhance your overall appeal. Embrace the awkwardness, hone your comedic skills, and watch as your confidence and attractiveness soar. Number 4. Warm up her social circle. Her friends are her confidants, her advisors, her inner circle. Gaining their approval is akin to earning a stamp of approval from a trusted authority. It's social proof at its finest, subtly influencing her perception of you and increasing your desirability. This doesn't involve manipulative tactics or insincere flattery. It's about genuinely connecting with her friends, showing them that you're not only interested in her, but also respect and value her social connections. Engage in conversations, show genuine interest in their lives, and be respectful and considerate. Building a positive reputation within her social circle will make her more comfortable and receptive to pursuing a deeper connection with you. Seneca's wisdom, associate with people who are likely to improve you, holds true here. Don't let fear of rejection or social awkwardness prevent you from engaging with her friends. Often, the anticipated discomfort is far worse than the reality. Focus on building authentic connections, allowing your genuine personality to shine through. Authenticity is key. Don't try to be someone you're not to impress her friends. Be yourself, let them see your genuine qualities, and allow the connections to develop naturally. When her friends see you as a positive influence in her life, they'll naturally speak highly of you. This positive feedback loop reinforces her attraction towards you. Social proof is a potent psychological phenomenon. We tend to value the opinions of those we trust, and her friends are likely among her most trusted advisors. By warming up to her social circle, you're subtly signaling that you're a high-value individual worth pursuing. This strategy significantly increases your chances of her chasing you. She'll see you as someone accepted and valued by those she holds dear, further validating your worth and desirability. It creates a sense of security and trust, making her more open to exploring a romantic connection with you. It's not about manipulation, it's about building a genuine connection with her social network, which indirectly strengthens your bond with her. Number 5. Break the touch barrier. Physical touch, when done appropriately and respectfully, is a powerful tool in the art of attraction. It transcends verbal communication, creating a subconscious connection and fostering a sense of intimacy and comfort. It's not about being overly forward or intrusive, it's about using touch strategically to build rapport and subtly increase attraction. Breaking the touch barrier doesn't require grand gestures. A gentle touch on the shoulder during a conversation, casually brushing her hand while reaching for something, or initiating a playful game like rock, paper, scissors, are all effective ways to introduce physical contact. These seemingly innocuous touches convey comfort, trust, and familiarity, making her feel more at ease around you. The goal is to integrate touch seamlessly into your interactions. It shouldn't feel forced or awkward. It should flow naturally from the conversation and the shared experience. It's about creating a physical connection that enhances the emotional connection, making her subconsciously more receptive to your advances. Playful, flirty bets can be a great icebreaker. Challenge her to a friendly competition, with the winner earning a touch-based prize. This could be a high five, a brief hug, or even a playful tickle. This light-hearted approach makes the touch feel natural and unforced, while also adding an element of fun and excitement to the interaction. For instance, you could say, "I bet I can beat you at this game. Winner gets a high five." This playful challenge not only breaks the touch barrier, but also creates anticipation and a sense of shared experience. To amplify the effectiveness of this strategy, incorporate touch into activities she enjoys. If she's athletic, suggest a game of tennis or basketball. The shared activity naturally creates opportunities for casual, comfortable touches, further strengthening the bond between you. Always be mindful of her reactions. If she seems uncomfortable or pulls away, respect her boundaries and immediately cease the touch. It's crucial to ensure that she feels safe and respected at all times. Touch should be a positive experience that enhances the connection, not something that makes her feel uneasy or pressured. Mastering the art of breaking the touch barrier requires sensitivity and awareness. It's about reading her body language, respecting her boundaries, and using touch in a way that feels natural and comfortable for both of you. When done correctly, it can significantly amplify attraction and create a deeper, more meaningful connection. Number 6. Step back to leap ahead. Imagine a fisherman casting his line, patiently waiting for a bite. He doesn't frantically reel and recast, nor does he obsessively stare at the water. He trusts his technique, understanding that patience often yields the greatest rewards. Similarly, in the realm of attraction, knowing when to step back and allow her to take the lead can be a game changer. After expressing your interest, giving her space to reciprocate is crucial. This fosters a sense of mutual pursuit, making the connection more organic and less forced. Many men fall into the trap of constant pursuit, mistakenly believing that overwhelming attention will win her affection. However, this can often backfire, coming across as desperate and overwhelming. Allowing her to take the initiative, even in small ways, can dramatically shift the dynamic. It demonstrates confidence and self-assurance, signaling that you're not clinging to the outcome. It shows respect for her independence and allows her to invest in the connection at her own pace. This creates a more balanced and captivating interaction. Just like a dance requires both partners to lead and follow, a successful romantic pursuit involves a delicate interplay of initiative. Recognize when you've sparked her interest, and then create space for her to respond. This doesn't imply passivity. It's about understanding the rhythm of the interaction and giving her the opportunity to move towards you. Excessive pursuit can be perceived as neediness, a trait that repels rather than attracts. Think about times when you've tried too hard to impress someone. The discomfort is palpable, isn't it? Allowing her to lead demonstrates your confidence and trust in the process, qualities women find incredibly attractive. By giving her space, you're subtly suggesting that you're not afraid of losing her, which paradoxically makes you more desirable. Consider this scenario. You've been actively pursuing her, initiating conversations, planning dates, and showering her with attention. Then, you strategically step back. You don't immediately text back, you don't suggest the next outing. You create space for her to wonder about you, to miss your presence, and to take the initiative. This shift can be exhilarating for her, signaling that you're not desperately chasing her affection, but are confident enough to let her come to you. This isn't about relinquishing control, it's about sharing it. It's about fostering a dynamic where both parties are actively invested in the connection. As Marcus Aurelius advised, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. In the context of dating, this means resisting the urge to mirror the anxieties and insecurities of others. Be the calm, confident individual who trusts the process and allows things to unfold naturally. Letting her lead isn't about being inactive, it's about strategic inaction. It's about recognizing that attraction is a two-way street, and sometimes the most powerful move is to create space for her to pursue you. This balanced approach fosters mutual respect, intrigue, and a deeper, more genuine connection. Number 7. Share your secret. Building trust and intimacy. Vulnerability is often perceived as a weakness, especially in the early stages of dating. However, judiciously sharing a personal secret can be a powerful tool for building trust and creating a deeper connection. It demonstrates confidence and allows her a glimpse into your authentic self, fostering a sense of intimacy and shared understanding. When you reveal something personal, something not readily shared with everyone, you demonstrate trust in her. This act of vulnerability creates a reciprocal desire to confide in you, deepening the bond between you. Psychologically, we are drawn to those who trust us, feeling compelled to reciprocate that trust. It's a natural human tendency to mirror the behavior of others, particularly when it comes to displays of vulnerability. The secret you share shouldn't be overly heavy or dramatic. It could be a childhood anecdote, a quirky hobby, a personal ambition, or even a harmless fear. The key is to choose something that reveals a genuine aspect of your personality, something that makes you relatable and human. For example, you could say, "Not many people know this, but I used to be terrified of spiders." This kind of revelation is personal enough to create a sense of intimacy, but not so heavy that it overshadows the light-hearted nature of the interaction. As Seneca wisely stated, "Trust yourself to be honest, and others will trust you." Honesty is the foundation of any meaningful connection. By being open and truthful, you establish a precedent for genuine communication and mutual respect. Sharing a secret fosters a sense of exclusivity. She feels privileged to be privy to this information, creating a sense of shared intimacy that sets you apart from others. This strengthens the bond between you and makes her more likely to invest in the relationship. It's not about oversharing or burdening her with heavy emotional baggage. It's about carefully choosing a personal detail that allows her to see a different side of you, a side that you don't readily reveal to everyone. This act of vulnerability can be incredibly disarming and attractive, creating a powerful connection that draws her closer to you. Number 8. Dare to disagree, showcasing confidence and authenticity. In the pursuit of connection, many men fall into the trap of excessive agreeableness, believing that echoing a woman's opinions is the key to winning her affection. However, this tactic often backfires, portraying a lack of confidence and independent thought. Daring to disagree respectfully and thoughtfully can be surprisingly attractive. Expressing your own opinions, even when they differ from hers, demonstrates strength of character and independent thinking, qualities that women find incredibly appealing. No one is attracted to a yes man. Women admire men who can stand their ground and engage in stimulating conversations, even when opinions diverge. Authenticity is paramount. It's not about being contrarian for the sake of it. It's about expressing your genuine beliefs and perspectives. As Marcus Aurelius wisely advised, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." Staying true to your values is essential for building genuine connections based on mutual respect. Women can easily detect insincerity, so attempting to agree with everything she says will likely backfire. Imagine a discussion about a popular film. If she raves about a movie you found mediocre, don't feign enthusiasm. Instead, respectfully express your differing opinion. You might say, "I can see why you enjoyed it, but I found the plot a bit predictable." This honest expression of your perspective demonstrates confidence and a willingness to engage in meaningful dialogue. Confidence isn't about always being right. It's about being comfortable expressing your thoughts and feelings, even when they differ from the norm. This genuine self-assurance is remarkably attractive, making you stand out from the crowd of agreeable men. By daring to disagree, you signal that you're not afraid to be yourself, a quality that women find incredibly appealing. It suggests that you have your own convictions and are not easily swayed by external pressures. This boldness can spark her curiosity and make her want to understand you better. Respectfully disagreeing also invites deeper conversations. It creates an opportunity to explore different perspectives, challenge each other intellectually, and learn from one another. This type of engagement is far more stimulating than superficial agreement and can lead to a stronger, more meaningful connection. Furthermore, daring to disagree sets a precedent for mutual respect in the relationship. She'll know that you value honesty and integrity, even when it means expressing dissenting opinions. This foundation of respect is crucial for building a healthy and fulfilling partnership. Number 9. Leave if you have to leave. Cultivating an air of mystery is a potent tool in the realm of attraction. It piques curiosity, fosters anticipation, and makes you a more desirable prospect. One effective way to achieve this is by demonstrating that you have a life outside of your pursuit of her. Being readily available at all times can diminish your value, creating the impression that you have nothing else going on in your life. Balancing your presence with strategic absences makes you more intriguing. Women are drawn to men who have their own passions, ambitions, and commitments. Be the man who isn't constantly at her beck and call. This demonstrates that you have a fulfilling life independent of any romantic pursuit. This independence is incredibly attractive, signaling self-assurance and a lack of neediness. This isn't about playing games or being intentionally aloof. It's about maintaining a healthy balance between pursuing a connection and nurturing your own life. When you're not constantly available, it allows her to miss your presence, fostering a sense of longing and anticipation. Absence, when used strategically, can indeed make the heart grow fonder. As Marcus Aurelius wisely advised, how much time he saves who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does or thinks. This principle applies to dating as well. Focus on your own goals and interests, rather than constantly seeking her approval or attention. This self-reliance makes you naturally more attractive because it demonstrates that you're not dependent on external validation for your happiness. The key is to strike a delicate balance. You don't want to be so unavailable that she loses interest, but you also want to avoid being overly eager, which can be perceived as desperate. Imagine being on a date, and instead of dropping everything to answer her call, you politely explain that you have prior commitments. This demonstrates that you value your own time and interests, while also showing respect for her by not abruptly ending the date. For example, if you have a gym session scheduled, you could say, "I'm having a great time, but I have to head to the gym soon. Perhaps we could continue this conversation later." This subtle message conveys that while you enjoy her company, you also prioritize your own well-being and commitments. This balance is key to maintaining a sense of mystery and intrigue. A woman is more likely to chase a man who has a vibrant, fulfilling life of his own. By leaving when you have to leave, you not only create space for her to miss you, but also showcase your self-assuredness and independence. This subtle yet powerful approach can significantly increase your chances of her pursuing you. Number 10. Master the art of listening, building emotional connection. Imagine being in a conversation where the other person is so engrossed in their own narrative that your words barely seem to register. Frustrating, isn't it? Now flip that scenario. Think about the last time someone gave you their undivided attention, listening to not just what you said, but how you felt. That sense of being truly heard is magnetic, and it's a skill that can make you irresistible. Women are naturally drawn to men who listen, not the passive kind of listening, but active, engaged listening that signals genuine interest and respect. When she shares her thoughts, whether it's about her dreams, fears, or favorite TV show, give her your full attention. Nod subtly, maintain eye contact, and respond with thoughtful remarks or follow-up questions that show you're invested in what she's saying. Listening isn't just about words, it's about emotions. Pay attention to the nuances in her tone, the expressions on her face, and the energy in her gestures. These subtle cues provide insight into how she truly feels, allowing you to respond in ways that deepen your connection. If she's recounting a stressful day, validate her emotions with empathy rather than jumping to solutions. For example, "That sounds so overwhelming. I can't imagine how tough that must have been." The power of listening lies in its ability to create a safe space. When you show her that her voice matters, she'll feel more comfortable opening up to you. This vulnerability fosters intimacy, building a foundation of trust that elevates your relationship beyond surface-level attraction. Use reflective listening to demonstrate understanding. Rephrase her statements to show you're not just hearing her, but truly processing her thoughts. For instance, if she says, "Work's been so stressful lately," you might reply, "It sounds like you've been juggling a lot at work. How are you managing it all?" This approach not only shows you care, but also encourages her to share more deeply. Beware of the urge to dominate the conversation with your own stories or opinions. While sharing is important, overdoing it can shift the focus away from her, diluting the emotional connection. Balance is key. Share enough to reveal your personality, but always circle back to her thoughts and feelings. Finally, don't underestimate the power of silence. Pausing after she speaks shows you're reflecting on her words rather than rushing to respond. It also creates space for her to elaborate, often leading to more meaningful exchanges. By mastering the art of listening, you not only set yourself apart from other men, but also create an environment where she feels seen, valued, and understood. This emotional connection is the cornerstone of attraction, compelling her to chase the deeper bond you've built together. Number 11. Cultivate mystery. Let her uncover your layers. Curiosity is a powerful force in attraction. When a man reveals everything about himself too soon, the intrigue fades, leaving little for her to wonder about. But when you cultivate a sense of mystery, you ignite her natural curiosity and invite her to explore who you are one layer at a time. Think about the characters in your favorite books or movies. The ones that hold your attention are those with depth, those who reveal their stories slowly, keeping you captivated. You can apply the same principle in your interactions. Share enough to pique her interest, but hold back just enough to leave her wanting more. For example, if she asks about your weekend, you might say, "I had an amazing time hiking a trail I've wanted to explore for a while. It's one of those spots that feels like a hidden gem." By giving her a glimpse of your interests without going into full detail, you leave space for her to ask follow-up questions, creating a dynamic conversation that feels engaging and natural. Mystery isn't about being secretive or playing games, it's about maintaining balance. Let her discover your passions, values, and quirks over time rather than all at once. Each new revelation will feel like a reward, deepening her interest in you. Cultivating mystery also applies to your lifestyle. Having hobbies, passions, and goals independent of her creates a life she'll want to be part of. If your world is rich and fulfilling, she'll naturally be drawn to you, eager to learn more about the person behind the intrigue. In addition, your actions can speak louder than words. Instead of always explaining your intentions, let her see your values through what you do. For instance, showing kindness to strangers, dedication to your work, or passion for a cause speaks volumes about your character without the need for lengthy explanations. Finally, avoid oversharing too early. While honesty is essential, revealing too much too soon can overwhelm or even push her away. Build trust and connection gradually, allowing her to feel like she's earned the right to know your deeper thoughts and experiences. By cultivating a sense of mystery, you position yourself as someone intriguing and multifaceted, someone she'll want to keep pursuing to uncover the full story. In this way, you're not just a man, you're a fascinating journey waiting to be explored. Number 12. Be unpredictable, keep the spark alive. Routine and predictability can quickly dull the excitement in any interaction. To keep her intrigued and invested, embrace unpredictability. Women are drawn to men who can surprise them in thoughtful and exciting ways, creating moments that feel fresh, spontaneous, and full of life. Unpredictability doesn't mean being erratic or unreliable. Instead, it's about breaking the monotony and adding an element of surprise to your interactions. For instance, instead of always texting her, "Good morning," mix it up with an unexpected voice note or a quirky meme that made you think of her. The little surprises make her wonder what you'll do next, keeping the connection dynamic and exciting. Plan unique and spontaneous activities for your dates. If she's expecting a dinner at a restaurant, suggest a rooftop picnic with a view instead, or turn an ordinary walk into an adventure by exploring a new part of the city. These unexpected experiences create lasting memories and show her that you're thoughtful and creative. Unpredictability also applies to how you express affection. Rather than sticking to traditional compliments, point out the unique things you love about her, like how her laugh lights up a room, or how her passion for her hobbies inspires you. This level of attention to detail shows that you see her in ways others might not. At the same time, avoid becoming too available or predictable in your responses. If she texts you, don't feel obligated to reply instantly every time. Taking a moment to respond thoughtfully rather than reflexively adds an air of intrigue to your interactions. However, unpredictability must always be balanced with consistency in your values and intentions. She should never feel uncertain about your respect or genuine interest in her. The goal is to keep things interesting, not to create confusion or insecurity. Think of unpredictability as the spice in your recipe for attraction. It doesn't replace the core ingredients like trust and respect, but it enhances the flavor and keeps things exciting. By embracing spontaneity and surprise, you'll create an interaction that feels vibrant and alive, making her eager to be part of your story. Number 13. Inspire her growth. Be the catalyst for her best self. True attraction transcends surface-level charm. It lies in the ability to inspire and elevate those around you. Women are drawn to men who challenge them to grow, dream bigger, and reach their fullest potential. If you become a catalyst for her growth, you'll not only capture her attention, but also secure a lasting place in her life. The key is to encourage her ambitions and support her passions without overshadowing her individuality. When she shares her goals, listen intently and offer thoughtful insights. For example, if she dreams of starting a business, you could say, "That's an amazing idea. Have you considered how your unique skills would give you an edge?" This kind of encouragement demonstrates that you value her aspirations and see her potential. Being a source of inspiration doesn't mean lecturing or trying to fix her. Instead, it's about leading by example. Pursue your own goals with passion and dedication, and let her witness your commitment to self-improvement. When she sees you striving for growth, she'll feel motivated to do the same. As Marcus Aurelius put it, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Create opportunities for shared growth. Invite her to try something new, like a creative workshop, a challenging hike, or even a book club. These experiences not only strengthen your bond, but also expose her to new ideas and perspectives, expanding her horizons in a way that feels collaborative and fun. Moreover, celebrate her achievements, big or small. When she hits a milestone, be her loudest cheerleader. This validation reinforces her confidence and shows that you're genuinely invested in her happiness and success. On a deeper level, inspire her to embrace vulnerability and self-reflection. Share your own journey of growth, including the challenges you've faced and the lessons you've learned. By opening up about your imperfections, you create a safe space for her to do the same. This mutual exchange fosters a profound emotional connection rooted in trust and authenticity. Lastly, challenge her in a way that feels empowering, not critical. If she's hesitant about taking a leap, gently nudge her forward with confidence in her abilities. For instance, if she's nervous about a presentation, you might say, "You've got this, you've prepared so well, and I know you'll shine." Being her quiet strength in moments of doubt makes her see you as someone who truly believes in her. By inspiring her growth, you're not just building attraction, you're cultivating a connection that goes beyond fleeting romance. You become a partner in her journey, someone she admires, respects, and desires to have by her side as she evolves into the best version of herself. This depth of connection is what truly makes her chase you.